Good morning. My name is Carter Hoopmann, and today I will be speaking about advertisements for women and, in particular, the inequalities that we face through these advertisements. So let's start off with some differences between men's advertisements and women's advertisements. Advertising for men usually includes hypersexualized women in their early 20s. Men are also shown to be in successful powers of position, and they are also portrayed as being more athletic and more likely to be at a sporting event. On the contrary, women's advertisements focus on their beauty, their clothing, and their physique and health and fitness. They are also depicted in more traditional gender roles, and every once in a while there is a revolutionary advertisement that branches out and defies these stereotypes and traditional gender roles, but those usually fade out quickly and are forgotten. And this causes the advertising markets to go to create advertisements that depict a normal and regular human woman. Therefore they cater to traditional norms. They produce ads that generate profits, and these tend to rely on those gender stereotypes. Some of these are women are 48% more likely to be in a kitchen in advertisements as opposed to men who are 50% more likely to be at a sporting event. 1 in 3 men are shown with an occupation, and 1 in 4 women are shown with an occupation. 1 in 10 women are shown in sexually revealing clothing, and that is 6 times more likely than men are shown in very revealing clothing. It seems like it's a small number, but it's larger than what it should be because we believe it's smaller than it should be. In general, society tends to believe that our advertisements have improved, especially when comparing them to advertisements from the 1950s or 40s or even the 60s and up to the 80s. But they really haven't changed that much in the past decade, much less the past 100 years. So for an example, I have 4 weight loss advertisements. And the first one is Fat, the Enemy is Shortening Your Life. The second one is Lose Weight the Easy Way. The third one is A Fast Way to Lose 20 Pounds in a Hurry. And the last one is Are You Beachbody Ready? So these all have weight loss in common, and they have the same meaning that excess fat on your body is a very bad thing. This beauty standard has been prevalent in our society for more than 100 years by these examples. So why hasn't advertising changed that much in today's society? Well, it's mostly due to advertising still being a male-dominated profession. And since it's male-dominated, in generations before and now, men have typically shared the same view on women. So this is why we are still stuck in this mindset that women are a certain way and that men are a certain way too. So with it still being an older generation profession, as newer generations advance and go into advertising, this idea will essentially be passed through, and we will move to more progressive advertising and close this gender gap and this gender gap in the profession, and close stereotypes that happen in these advertisements. So now I'm going to move on to the fame lessons that I learned while researching this topic. So my facts are that women are more likely to be shown in domestic situations than men are, and men are more likely to be depicted as a successful businessman or somebody who has it all. The aesthetic lessons I've learned is that advertisements for women hold on to more traditional roles, and that they try to keep to these because they know that that those roles are something they can fall back onto and that will sell. Moral lessons that I learned is that it's not okay to advertise women this way, because we are perpetuating already pre-existing stereotypes, and that's not okay. And emotional lessons I learned are, by continuing to use these stereotypes in our advertising, it allows real men and women to be pressured into following these norms, which is another not good thing. So I have a final quote to say, and this is from the CEO of the Jenna Davis Institute on Gender and Media, Madeline DiNono, and she says, by changing the narrative, the images we use, the stories that we tell about women, we can change the way the world values women and how women and girls see themselves. And that's all. Thank you.